Never wait for hot water again with a tankless water heater from Plumbing Experts. Tankless water heaters are easy, convenient, and now more affordable with a no-interest financing for up to 18 months. Stop with the cold showers and wasted water and call Plumbing Experts today.
It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the afternoon edition. This is for Tuesday, the 24th of March. We have the chance of strong to severe storms across the northern half of the state, especially the northern third of the state through tonight. And then we'll be dry for a while, but more strong storms are likely at some point this weekend. Let's check it out in this very active pattern, which we expect in late March. There's the upper air look. Little embedded wave on that southern branch of the jet stream approaching. That'll be spinning up a surface low north and west of us over Arkansas. That's the visible satellite view this afternoon. Things are pretty quiet. The sky partly sunny over most of the state. That's the radar composite at 1:44. Had a few scattered showers over the northeastern part of the state, but the really big rain they had up in the valley this morning has ended. We'll check the numbers, and you can see it's pretty warm. We've got mid to upper 70s in most spots, 81 down at Demopolis, and we could see other spots hitting 80 today. These were captured about 1:30 this afternoon. And there is a surface warm front that is near the Tennessee state line. And we'll kind of keep an eye on that. That might serve as the focus for rotating storms this evening along that boundary. It will probably creep just slowly northward in coming hours. Here's the current watch warning map around the nation. Pretty quiet, really. The bulk of the action down here, that is a flash flood watch for the Tennessee Valley of North Alabama, extreme North Georgia, and parts of southern Tennessee. They had some flooding issues this morning. Of course, more storms are likely this evening. In fact, let's take a look at the severe weather risk through tonight. You can see that SPC has added the enhanced risk, level 3 out of 5, for a small part of North Alabama and southern Middle Tennessee. And in that area, they've got a 10% chance of a tornado within 25 miles of a given point. And you see the hatched area, and that means there might be a strong tornado in there. That's an EF2 or higher. So keep that in mind. Here's a closer look at the risk. You can see the enhanced risk includes cities like Muscle Shoals, Athens, Decatur, Huntsville, Scottsboro. Got the standard slight risk down to Reform, Birmingham, and Jacksonville. A lower-end marginal risk down to Demopolis, Verbena, and Lafayette. The areas in darker green. We'll talk much more about this in a moment. Tomorrow, no severe storms expected across the country. Day 3, which is Thursday, a marginal risk around Kansas City and Wichita. Day 4, which is Friday, a risk from Kansas City down to Fort Smith, Fayetteville, Tulsa. And on day 5, which is Saturday, and this includes Saturday night, there's a risk of severe storms over parts of the Mid-South, including North and West Alabama. And again, we'll talk more about this in just a moment. Here's the rain for the next 7 days. Total amounts over the next 7 days between 2 and 3 inches there, about 1 inch for Birmingham and hardly any for the southern part of the state under the ridge. So let's check the high-res NAM. This is valid this evening at 7 o'clock, and you can see broken storms across Alabama, Tennessee. This will not be linear, most likely. This will be cellular. That's one reason we think there could be a few isolated tornadoes. This is the instability. Values are somewhat modest, but certainly sufficient for severe storms. In fact, a few spots hitting 1,000 joules per kilogram this evening. This is the SRH, the storm relative helicity, veering of the wind with altitude in relation to storm motion. Really the higher values over Tennessee, but again, there could be sufficient SRH values down into North Alabama for a few rotating storms. This will not be a major tornado outbreak here, but there could be a few isolated tornadoes. And the STP values all over the board, and really the key, it's going to be where the little boundaries set up. And we'll be watching that warm front near the Tennessee state line. That could serve as a focus for rotating supercell storms this evening. But again, everybody in those risk areas will need to watch it carefully. Here's the timing. We're thinking 4 to 9 p.m. for areas north and west of Birmingham, 7 to midnight from Birmingham east and south. And again, the highest tornado potential up there in that enhanced risk over the Tennessee Valley, but there certainly could be hail and strong winds and other storms as well. So we'll be watching very closely tonight. So tomorrow, it's all gone. We're back in dry air. The sky partly to mostly sunny with a high in the 70s. Thursday, warming up. How about mid-80s? Should be the warmest weather so far this year, a bright sunny sky, and the same thing on Friday, mid-80s, lots of sunshine. A good chance to dry out. We'll take that. Now, Saturday, here comes the next storm, a deep surface low over Iowa, with the trailing front down to about Shreveport and College Station, Texas. If this is right, a decent chunk of the day Saturday would be warm and dry. We'll be in the 80s. And then Saturday night, the surface low is approaching Chicago, the cold front moving in with a band of storms in here. So at the moment, it looks like the better chance of rain over the weekend will be Saturday night. There's the instability at the same time, certainly sufficient. Again, that's not overwhelming, but sufficient for strong to severe storms. This one will probably be linear, with the main threat coming from strong straight-line winds. But again, we'll be much more detailed on this as we get closer to the weekend. And then Sunday, that's on by. Will be cooler, highs low 70s, the sky becoming mostly sunny. Now, next week, a little wave comes by Monday with a chance of showers. And then Tuesday, that wave is on to the east. And we are dry and probably somewhat cooler than average for this time of the year. Let's go out 10 days. This is Friday of next week, April 3rd. And you can see troughing well off the Atlantic coast. And if this verifies, the weather would be relatively quiet, which is amazing because typically on April 3rd, we get some wild weather around here, anything from a snowstorm to tornadoes. Here's the rain for Birmingham off the GFS ensemble for the next 15 days. Amounts a little over 2 inches if this verifies. And temperatures, look at those 80s. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Then we cool down with upper 60s and low 70s for the latter part of the weekend on into next week. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this afternoon. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can, catch us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.
KS Heating and Air, the team ensuring your comfort.